Hey, 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 Stubby here, and we are back on another episode of Skybeast 2. And today we're getting into blood magic. It's this one. Alright, so let's see if I can get this right. Blood altar. We're going to get crazy into blood magic. And Resident Evil 1. Dun 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 dun. In between episodes, I have been grinding. There's so much grind in this pack, it's kind of annoying how much it causes me to work in between episodes. So I don't get them out as frequently as I want, but it also has inspired me. So Saturday morning, we're going to be doing a multi-hour Twitch stream. So come catch me over there, and we're going to just try to have some fun as a group while we work on all the progress. Other things that have happened, been working on grass. I had got the wither up and running. I kind of gave up on the whole automation aspect of it, and I was just dumping them in and killing them out. So I only needed 18. I was at like 10 or 12, I think, nether stars by the time I gave it up testing. I needed 19. I made 19 so I could get the apiary and the wither apiary up and running. I also had to go to the end, or not the end, yeah, the nether. One of those days, guys. I had to go to the nether in order to get wither skull fragments, because you can just use a regular wither skull to feed the bees. Oh, you are pig heavy over here, guys. Look at this. Oh, I don't have my gold armor on. Oh, real quick. This room right here goes into the Soul Sand Valley biome, and that's enough for the wither skellies to spawn. Gotta get out. And it's enough to get the gas to actually spawn there a couple times. So I enclosed that room that's on the Soul Sand Valley side so I could get enough wither fragment skulls to get my breeding done. The wither bee needed to be done like there with the breeding. It was a wither skeleton bee with 4 of them, and so I had to get at least 8 to make that happen. And now we're golden. And here is my blood magic room. Dun dun dun. So it says big enough for a tier 5 altar. I've kind of figured out the placement of everything, and I'm going to have a mob drop chute right here. We have my mob spawning hallways. I wanted to contain it so no spiders came through, and no endermen, but it'll be skeletons and little things like that, and they'll fall down right here, which is what all these vector plates are for. And we're gonna get the rot. I made, I don't know, quite a few rotten eggs to get all this turned into the dreadful dirt, because it only does a 5x5. So I think I needed like 25 rotten eggs just to do it. And then up top, I just use redstone lamps and some repeaters. And over here, I set a wireless receiver and transmitter. Now, what this does is with the dreadful dirt, it'll stop spawning at a light level of 10, I believe. Pretty sure it's 10. So nothing in this room is above 11 or below 11. I think the lowest point is over there. There's some 11s in this hallway. That's about it. But it's enough that I can actually turn off the mob spawnings, because with that dirt, the mobs are gonna spawn like crazy. I mean, you've seen that other room. They are gonna go nuts. All right. So we'll start with our tier 1. Actually, I need more blocks, because that's got to go up 1 higher. So let's go grab those real quick. Back in flash. All right, so what I'm thinking we're going to do here is we are going to have to do a lot of vector plate placing and a lot of rotten eggs. So I'm going to head up there, and I'm just going to throw in a time lapse, and we're going to get it all done. And I'll just speed it up a little bit, and we'll see where this goes. All right, we are back. That was a little time consuming. So the other part of those lights I didn't show you. Underneath this block, I have the redstone transmitter. So this is my on-off lever, which means when I click this, this should go bananas with the spawns. And put that there, there. Give myself a little walkway up, just like that. So let's test it out. Let's see how we did. All right. Look at that. We're loaded with those guys. And put a torch back down. I don't believe I can do anything. Ooh, ha! Almost forgot. We don't want any creepers to have fun with us over there. Ow, rude. Come on, give us some blood. Respawn. Alright, so the big thing in the blood is in order to progress to the higher tier altars, and I need to get the Sword of Sacrifice, I need to get it to a tier 2 altar. The tier 2 is going to need 9 runes, 9 of these blank runes, right here, which means I need to get a blood orb, I need to get the blank slate, which is, so I'm going to need 9 granites dropped in, so 9,000 life points. And I don't think there's any way to collect life points from the mobs until after I get the Sword of Sacrifice. So it's going to be a lot of me just killing myself. Well, hopefully not killing myself. Maybe I'll pay attention. But this doesn't contain a whole lot. There we go. So I'm going to do this over and over again. I'm going to collect some granite. Then once we get enough granite, we'll go ahead and make the 9 runes, and we'll work on getting the blood orbs. And then we can get this to the tier 1. The tier 1 is just going to have the 9 runes below it, and then there's the tier 2, the tier 3, and the tier 4, 5, something like that. Anyway, I think I've got it all figured out. I probably don't. We'll find out. So I'm going to go work on killing myself over and over again. I'm going to get trying to get as much runes as I can and the blood orbs, and we'll be back when we are ready to keep going. All right, we are back. So now I kind of got a little progress, and I actually want to take a moment to talk about blood magic. It's a cool mod. It's definitely different, and it's painful in the beginning. But the whole concept is you have that blood altar that we just used, and you can upgrade it through tiers, which was the whole point of this large room. It will take up the whole room. What we wanted to get first was this weak blood orb, which was done by throwing a diamond in there and getting 2,000 life points put into it. And then I needed to make these blank runes. So these blank runes are what's going to go underneath it right now. Oop. I actually think it doesn't need a regular one. I think it's like that. Oop. And then with these runes, you can actually upgrade them. So there's a quest for it right here, where you get all these runes. You get where it processes faster, where you get more out of sacrifices or self-sacrifices or capacity changes. They all have little effects, and each one of these blank ones that we're placing down can be replaced with one of those. So the higher the tiers, the more runes you can put. And now that I've placed these 8, you notice that it now says tier 2. If I break this one, that's it. Now it's a tier 1. Boom. And that should update to tier 2 in a second. There we go. And we want to go with getting the Dagger of Sacrifice. Now it's just an iron sword in here, which is going to speed things up a lot for us. And then we'll worry about getting the reinforced slate. So what I want to do is I need to get to 3,000 life points. Hoping that's enough. Man, I hope that's enough. Come on. Please be enough. Might be. It might be. It's looking like it's enough. Okay. And then I got to figure out how to make this better because I kind of got my placements off so the creepers are seeing me. But we've got this bad boy. So with this, we can go turn our mob farm back on. And you see the sword tank's right under the E. See how it just kind of, we can let our mob farm now produce like that. So what I'm going to do, since we don't need a lot, we'll turn it on, let it fill up for a second, and turn it back off. Then we'll come over and clear it out. And click. Come on. There we go. Click you. Click you in. And work it in. So now we're going to get to that next level. So many mobs up here. And what the good thing about this sword is it's a one-hit kill. And immediately sacrifices them. Ow! Rude. That was rude, sir. Alright. There we go. Now we got the reinforced slate. So now what we've done is we've upgraded this altar to tier 2. We've gotten the reinforced slate, which is needed right here. Which we can then take the reinforced slate to make the rune of sacrifice, which is the first rune I really want to get to. But we're going to need to get the blood orb, blank orb, 2 gold. I think we actually have everything. And what that'll do is it gives you more blood magic per kill. And we want to get all the way up to at least tier 3 to get to the steel casing. We'll drop one of those in. Ta-da! But it was 20,000. Goodness. Now there is rituals you can do. There's like, I think it's like Well of Suffering is the big one. You can put that right above it, near it, next to it, and it will produce auto kill the mobs. But this way works pretty good, as you can tell. All right, go back, get our sleep on for the day, and we're gonna keep going on these quest line. Hoping that we can get through blood magic for today and get streaming on Saturday. Should be this one. And we want to get to the rune of sacrifice. That's going to be the first one that we do. Oh, won't take that one. It's got to be Master, Magician, Apprentice. All right, the next thing we want to do is we want to work on our blood orbs. So if we're looking at blood magic, there's tiers of the blood orb. And the tiers correspond to essentially the tier of your blood altar itself. So we can start with the weak blood orb, which we had, which was the diamond. Then the next one has a block of redstone. The magician one is a block of gold. And then the weak blood shard. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the block of redstone in. We'll get that one running. Woo-wee. And what we're going to do here is, I know I need roughly 100 more runes. I need, what is it? So each tier builds on the previous one. So we need 20 runes plus 4 glowstone, plus 4 bloodstone, and 4 beacons. So it's 100 runes plus all that. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that built out. Plus we'll need extra bricks to go around the building of it. I believe so. There's like a 1 block space before the next tier, and then it's a 2 block space before the next tier. I'll just kind of get it all built out, hopefully in a nice structured format. And once this is done, I will be back and we can kind of go over the final structure, check it out. We'll see how much storage it holds comparatively. Hey, we got the blood orb. And then we can just kind of work our ways past it. That's really all we need to do to knock out the blood magic. There is a lot more to this mod. Like I said, there's rituals, there's there's a forge that you can do with it, this Hellfire Forge that gives you access to these charges and the Demon Crucible and just a bunch of little neat things in this mod. They don't really have us get too far into the quest. We have to get the Totaric Gem, the basic one, the Sentient Sword, which I believe captures Will too, the orbs, the slates, and just the tears. So we're going to go ahead and do it. We'll probably make the incense altar, but since we're not doing self-sacrifice anymore, we're going to skip past that bad boy and work on all the runes. So I will get this all built out. No need for a time lapse because it's literally just going to be staring just right here. So I'm going to get it done, and I will see you guys back in about 100 blood runes. All right, we are back. So I got it up to tier 3. Tier 4, I need to get the weak shard. Got to make the bloodstones. So I got to get to this. The way I'm going to do it is probably doing this alchemical reaction chamber. Seems the easiest way. I'm going to go ahead and knock that out in between episodes. The concept is the same. Each tier adds more runes and a capstone. And I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. They spread out further and further. But this is far enough that we can get ourselves into Mekanism. So that's going to be where we're going to wrap it up here. I've got a few more prep things I want to get done before the big Saturday live stream. So this is what it looks like. This is your tier 3 altar. Now all these runes are still blank. The hope is probably tomorrow on stream, we will go ahead and make all the runes, get a bunch of capacity runes, things like that around here, and sacrifice runes. Those are the main ones I'm going to be using. But this fills up really quick, like really quick. And with sacrifice capacity, it'll just be even better. And then the next tier, I believe, comes down 1 more level, I think. And then the final tier, I'm actually going to place into the floor. That's going to be the final plan. So there'll be a tier on this level right here, and then a tier on the floor. So the first thing we're going to make is this machine frame. Let's see if we've got enough. 20,000. Do we have faith in its ability? That's the real question. All right, so it's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna let it go, but just like everything else in here, we're gonna let the blood magic just sits there, takes its time to accomplish it, and when it gets done, get the other item out. So until next time, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. For those that come by the stream, I'll see you there. Come by the Discord and say hi. Stubby out.